What's up guys, Sarah Ben's here for another video, and today I'm here with one of my best training partners these days, the Grappling Smarty. The Grappling Smarty is a very versatile grappling dummy that allows you to work both from bottom, top, submissions, and tons of things. If you guys are interested in purchasing one of these, I do think it's one of the greatest tools. It's a little bit expensive. I have a 5% off discount code that you guys can use in the description. They don't go on sale very often, but man, they're super good. Today I wanted to go over an overview of the close guard with the Grappling Smarty. Even if you don't have a Grappling Smarty, or you have some other dummy, or even just a practice partner, maybe your wife like I do all the time, today's video is going to be just a conceptual overview of some different attacks that I like to chain together from the close guard. So let's get into it. So when I use the Grappling Smarty from the close guard, with the posture that it has, it's kind of resemblant of somebody who's just stalling in my close guard, which honestly I experience a lot. Head buried in the stomach, arms underneath the armpits or arms on the biceps. Man, I can tell you from a long time of doing jiu-jitsu, going on like 13 years, when somebody's posting on my biceps inside the close guard or under my armpits like this, I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it because it's so hard for me to do things. So let's start talking about why I think the arm bar is the kind of the bare bones of the close guard. It's like the fundamental gateway to tons of different submissions. Again, this isn't a technical overview at all. I have tons of close guard techniques throughout my YouTube channel. Please, I encourage you to check those out if you want all the little details. Today's just an overview. Anytime somebody's in my close guard and the posture's broken, if I can get an arm across my chest line, so basically if I can get their right arm to the right side of my chest, I have some arm exposure, and it gives me an ability to not only create exposure on the arm, but create angles. Angles are everything in the close guard. Everything that you want to do from the close guard, whether it's flower sweeps, scissor sweeps, elevator sweeps, you have to create angles. So a quick overview of the close guard is going to be creating a submission chain of attacks or creating a sweep chain of attacks. So my favorite submission chain of attacks typically starts with 2-on-1 close guard arm bars. The reason that I go for the 2-on-1 close guard arm bars is because once I get into a strong position where I'm starting to create an angle, and I always tell people, you want to create your angle, but you also want to move your opponent with your knees. But again, this is not a technical overview. I bring my opponent to the side, I isolate the wrist, and then I go and I get the arm. I think it's very important to understand how to do an arm bar from the close guard, because from this position, I can now attack several other things, right? For example, one of my other favorite attacks is the inverted arm lock, where I bring their hand to my ear, I bring my gable grip over their elbow as I turn, and then I start to attack the arm here, right? Furthermore, from here, you can also do kimuras, right? I can isolate the wrist, push down to the knee, come over, and I can start to attack the kimura or the straight arm lock, right? There's tons of different things you can do. If your opponent, for whatever reason, pulls their arm out, right, so they escape, well then I have my triangle. And then from the triangle, there's so much more submissions that you have to know how to do. These are fundamental principles of the close guard. You have to be able to chain your submissions together from here. And if you're a beginner, or white, or blue belt, and you understand the chaining of submissions from the close guard, it's going to expand upon your entire game, and you're going to find the ability to do that in different places. For me, when I was doing the arm bar from close guard, and I saw the inverted arm bar, the kimura, the wrist lock, the triangle, the omoplata, I started to see it in different places. And this was kind of what started the expansion of my game, my submission chain. So he pulls his arm out, I get this triangle, well then I have to learn how to finish the triangle, right? I come up, push the arm across, create my angle, lock, and then I have this triangle. But what if I'm not able to finish the triangle? Well then I can start to get the arm this way. Once again, I can go for the kimura on the far arm. There's a lot of different things, right? What if right in the beginning he tucks his arm and he's hiding his hand here? Well, there's different triangle finishes, right? The reverse figure four. One of my favorite triangle finishes is to bring the other leg here and pinch my knees together. Now this shoulder is still clamping on that carotid, right? Maybe I can't do that. Maybe I try this finish where I put the feet straight up. I'm chaining my submissions together. Maybe none of that works. I start to go for the kimura again. Still not working. Guess what, guys? I switch. Start to go for the omoplata. Once I go for the omoplata, maybe I'm unable to get myself to a better angle, so I start to switch back into the arm lock. Right, so all this stuff is coming from the close guard. And it's so important to be able to do this stuff from the close guard as a beginner. Because like I said, it expands upon your game. And how does it expand? Well, it starts to expand from different areas, right? So let's say we're in side control, right? We start to go for the arm bar. We start to step over. Now we're here. We're starting to attack the arm. Maybe we start to see the wrist lock here. Maybe we throw the leg in. Get past the head. Pull. We start to see the triangle. Now we're back where we were in the close guard. From the triangle, we have tons of different things. So everything starts to come together. So that's a brief submission overview of the close guard. But furthermore, another reason why I think the arm bar is such a pivotal place to start is because once you create those angles, right, I get my angle, maybe I don't want to go for the arm bar. So I hug the head, underhook the leg, flower sweep my opponent, right? Maybe I don't want to flower sweep my opponent. I have a strong angle. I bring my hook in, butterfly sweep hook, and I start to do an elevator butterfly sweep. And everything is starting from that place, which is the angle created initially from the arm bar and the arm exposure. Now, I'm not saying this is the perfect way to do things, but my method of teaching, I've been teaching about 8 years now. Obviously, you guys know I teach on YouTube. With closed guard specifically, which I think closed guard is the foundation of the guard, and almost the foundation of all jiu-jitsu. I don't know if I'll go that far, but it's to teach people how to chain submission attacks together from there, and I typically start with an arm lock. If you understand the details, the finishing mechanics, the angle creation that you develop from learning a strong and proper arm lock, you can then encapsulate that in your entire game, and you can start to do tons of different things with that. So this was kind of a video that was a little out there, a little different, but I think these are the types of videos for me as a lower belt, white, blue, purple, that help me kind of see the bigger picture. And I think that a lot of us start to plateau and struggle in places when we can't really see the bigger picture, or we can't understand methods of practice that can help us use certain things in different places, if that makes sense. So I hope that this helped you in some way, shape, or form. If you like videos like this, please drop a comment, like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell. At this point, we may be at 10,000 subscribers. We may not. We're getting close. If you guys like the Smarty, they don't go on sale often, but I do have that 5% code. It does help me out, and man, you guys know I've done a review. I'm super impressed with this thing. Ask my wife. She thinks I'm crazy because she comes in the garage and I'm constantly using this thing to drill. If I see something on the TV, the other day was the ADCC trials. I was watching it, and obviously I didn't have immediate access to a training partner, so I put my laptop on the mat, I was watching stuff, and when I saw people do things, I was jumping on it. One of the things, by the way, I was super impressed with was Cade Rotel's Darce choke. So I was all over that, drilling Darces on Mr. Smarty for a while. So anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you so much, guys, for all the growth that you've helped give me. Thank you so much for everything. Please, 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 if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, because it does help me grow this channel, and I do try to put out free content. That is my goal with this channel, and I appreciate it, and it helps get that out there. So thank you so much, and always, guys, you rock.